My people, this particular video is going to summarize a short list of all Nigerian witch doctors that most of you have been following, thinking that they are servants of God. So if you have been having challenges to decipher, understand, or interpret the signals of witch doctors, I could have said discern, but none of you have that spirit of discernment. You are just more or less of the very same vagabonds as your spiritual fathers. You just think you have the spirit of the discernment, but you don't. Listen to what Dr. Sunday Adelaja said about the Nigerian witch doctors claiming to be servants of God. You'll be amazed and you'll be disappointed at the same time.
I mean, Iginla, I've been saying it. Go and look for my video. Have I not been saying it that Iginla is witchcraft? I've said it. That Iginla, Nkafo, Suleiman, all those people. You see, there are different kinds of categories of pastors in Nigeria. There are those who have wrong doctrines because they have been blinded by the god of Mammon. Pastor Oyedepo, Adeboye, all those people. It's just the god of Mammon that's their problem. But when it comes to these other people like Iginla, Suleiman, Okafo, that's just witchcraft. Chris Oyakilome, that is ESP. That is, what was the other guy? Joshua, he's the chief of witchcraft. He is the father of this witchcraft. I'm saying it on national, I'm saying it in the World Wide Web. You see, they are hearing me right now. Let them challenge my claim. And I will present my own proofs.
Before you continue listening, let me just awaken you small. My people, witchcraft is real. I have told you this so many times. These men that you have been thinking are of God, they are merely native doctors. Christianity has so many loopholes that have allowed witch doctors, native doctors, babalawos, sangomas to penetrate. For instance, what does it really take for someone to be called a servant of God? Or for someone to be called a man of God? It's just a shiny suit and proclaiming that God said. I hear this in the realms of the spirit. When I look in the realms of the spirit, I see A, B, C. Can I prophesy? Can I declare and decree? If I can just master that terminology of communication, I can be classified as a man of God. If I was coming here online each and every day and saying all these nonsensical things and all these nonsensical declarations, most of you would have been calling me Papa. You would have been calling me dead. You would be my spiritual sons and daughters as we speak. And you will be actually sending me tithe and offerings. That's what you have been doing to these native doctors and sangomas who have been claiming to be men of God. I just wish my people can open their eyes. I just wish my people can understand that these men are imposters. They ain't nothing other than imposters. They are not who they claim to be. They don't represent who you think they represent. Continue listening.
Of course, when it comes to Suleiman, it's less of witchcraft. It's more of RNG, of course. It's RNG. But the people like Ngingla, that is pure witchcraft. You know, there are three categories of them. There is witchcraft, there is RNG, there is ESP. They are all witch doctors, guys. But there are innocent ones that just missed it in the theory, in doctrines that, you know, like Kumuyi, for example. That's just doctrinal issue. You know, but they are good people. You know, like Adeboye, personally, I think he's a great man. I think he's a sincere man to some extent, but God of Mammon messed up his theology. You know, it's God of Mammon that's just blindfolded by people like Oyedepo and people like that. But they had an experience with God at a point, but they missed it because of money and things like that. But this Ngingla guy and people like him, all these new generation people, forget witchcraft.
So on this particular note, he makes an exception to the likes of Oyedepo, Adeboye, and Kumuyi, as those ones who actually once had an experience with God, but the love of money corrupted their souls. Everything they do now is centered around money. They won't open their mouth and close their mouth without enticing you, without commanding you to give to God. And how do you give to God? You have to give them first. And they are the ones who get to give God on your behalf. They are so deep in this gospel of mammon. They are so entrenched in it. You can't pull Oyedepo out. You can't pull Adeboye out. That's a lie. Everything that they stand for, manifest, and everything else will manifest. And we have that group of scammers, those tactical hush puppies who do it so majestically and who are so skillful in their con artistry. That's where you find your likes of Suleiman. Are very smart. And they just know what to say, how to say it. You just wake up and open your eyes when you've already given all that was left in your bank account or in your wallet. They are smooth like that. And we have the group of witch doctors. Now that's where you find your TB Joshuas, your Joshua Iginlas, your Jeremiah Omotos, your Chris Okafos. These are just certified native doctors, with no exception, certified native doctors who cannot be defined in any other way. Every ritual that they conduct is centered around occultism, rituals, and all these other practices that are parallel to the things of God. My people, there goes your list. And the list is long. This is mainly from Nigeria. It only covers the head hogs of the Nigerian Witchcraft Association. And every other prophet under the sun has a spiritual father in Nigeria. That's why Nigeria is the center of attraction. That's why we focus more on Nigeria. Because if you kill the head of the snake, the rest of the body becomes a rope. My people, tell me what you think about this short list of witch doctors who are masquerading as servants of God in the body of Christ.